Talk, shop, pop, movies. Ugh.
Criterion Movie Summer.
Excuse me.
What?
I thought it was spoof movie summer.
It could be two things.
What are we here for, buddy? Criterion. That's correct. Well, I was all excited to go to that Barnes Noble because I'd never been there before, and they don't have movies in that location. So even the physical media stores aren't selling physical media anymore, apparently. I was all excited about going there, too. Luckily, there's another Barnes Noble on the way home that's substantially closer to my house. So we're there now. So this one I've bought movies at before, so maybe they'll still have some, okay? What do you got there, buddy? Ghostface movie? Let me see it. Oh, yeah. What you looking for, bud? You're looking for an egg?
Yeah, like the bad egg and the good egg.
Oh, you got me. Ahoy there, and I'm back home finally. So yeah, it was an eventful morning. I went and played playground with my kid, about half hour away from my house, give or take. And there's a Barnes & Noble within, 5 minutes or so from there that I had never been to before. So I was like, sweet, I'll go in there. That'll be fun. They didn't have movies at that location. It wasn't that big of a store, so I kind of get it for that reason, but it's like, you don't have any? It's like, I could see them not having, like, everything, but you think they would at least have just the Criterion thing they always have and just their little arrow section or something. Anyways, luckily on my way home, there is another Barnes & Noble that I stopped at, as you saw, and I picked up 3 things. I was reasonable. I'm not going to buy as much this month as I did last year, because like I've said before, I think I got like 20 movies, not including collections, 20 items. And I've watched one of them, I think, since then, just because it's just tough to have time to watch any of those movies. They're not very, kid-friendly, and some of them are long, and et cetera, et cetera. So 3 things I got. They had a good selection there. Pretty good. I was worried about a couple of them. I got 2 4Ks and 1 Blu-ray. I'm not going to get very many Blu-rays because, as we all know, they're just slowly getting turned into 4Ks now. So I'm going to try to avoid that as well as I can. Here we go. 2 of these I knew for sure I was going to buy today. The other one I was on the fence, and since they had it, I grabbed. Number 1, this was a definite buy since I didn't get it when it came out. Miller's Crossing on Blu-ray. I trust this Blu-ray because it's a new release and it's only a 2K scan, so I don't expect it to come to 4K, especially anytime soon. It's not like a 9-year-old Blu-ray like blowout or whatever. That makes sense to have it reissued and revamped later on. But I love this movie. They are my favorite filmmakers. I've said that time and time again. Very excited to have a 3rd Coen Brothers movie in the Criterion Collection, and having all 3 of them now makes me feel happy inside. And I was reading that Barry Sonnenfeld, the cinematographer, actually kind of opted for a 2K scan on this, over a 4K scan because obviously probably it's cheaper, so that's good for everybody. But the visual style of the film, I saw him say, and the kind of film stock they used lent itself better to a transfer like this. Why exactly, I don't know, because I don't remember every single word in that article. But I did read that, so I thought that was interesting, and that made me a little more comfortable splurging on this now, because I really, really like this movie, and I really, really wanted it in my Criterion collection. Number 1112. If anyone is curious, I don't think you could read that. It was very blurry. On to the 4Ks. This one just came out last week, I think, or the week before. It's one like everyone's. Oh, the little. I hate when like the insert is like above the plastic seal a little bit, and I didn't notice that. Anyways, I got Shaft. Can you dig it? You have to say it. But yeah, this is a 4K Blu-ray combo pack. Very neat. Beautiful artwork. I thought this was a digibook until I heard it wasn't recently. So I was kind of disappointed. I preferred the digibook packaging, especially on like the bigger multi-disc sets. But the coolest thing about this is that it comes with the sequel to Shaft on Blu-ray, Shaft's Big Score. It says so right there, if it will focus. Anything? We got anything here, kids? All right, close enough. But yeah, this was buried underneath every copy of it on Blu-ray, so I almost gave up on it. As you saw, I had my kid with me, so I couldn't peruse as in-depthly as, is that a word? As usual. And this third one, they didn't have on the shelf, and I found the 4K, along with all the box sets and other 4Ks, buried behind the counter. So luckily I noticed it while perusing, and that was The Menace to Society 4K. This is one I've been just slowly waiting to get since it came out. I've never seen all of this movie. I remember seeing bits and pieces of it, and it's good, and I've heard great things. So I'm excited to finally watch it in whole. And it's not a very long movie, so that gives me hope of actually getting around to watching it sooner rather than later. Same thing goes for Shaft. It's kind of nice to have a couple of important African-American themed films in my collection. I do not have many of them. Unlike Navin R. Johnson, I was not born a poor black child. Just a kind of... My dog is sitting on my Barnes Noble bag. You done? Thanks. But that's it. That's all I grabbed today. Like I said, I wasn't planning on getting much. These were the two I went in for sure. And this was one I was like, if it's there, I'll probably get it. And it was, as you can see. So, bam. Aim it away from the light. Delicious 4Ks and Blu-ray. Criterion's. Since I didn't mention it, it doesn't really matter. But Shaft is a number, see if I can even read it. It's all plastic wrapped still. 1130, and Menace to Society is 1105. So they're all obviously very recent releases. Anyone who follows Criterion would know that already. But glad to have them. Like I said, I'm weary of buying any Blu-rays, especially older ones, because I just have a feeling they're going to come back out on 4K anytime soon, or Kino's going to take them and release them themselves, as we all saw recently with like In the Heat of the Night and so forth. Just a quick Criterion summer video for you on the first day of this beautiful sale. Quit moving, dog. Why did I put that bag there? I'm sure I'll get a couple more here and there. I know I'm going to get Raging Bull when that comes out, and I might grab a couple off Amazon because, like always, they are price matching the Barnes & Noble sale. I can't tell you if it's for every item. I know one I looked up earlier to recommend for someone was not half off. So you'd have to go through Barnes & Noble for that. That was the America Lost and Found BBC collection, which I recommend. It's 7 movies on Blu-ray, and I think the half off price is like $62 and change. It was the first thing I bought last July, so of course I haven't watched it. But there is some very good films in there that I've seen, and some weird movies that I haven't. But that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.